after getting feedback on the last episode, I decided it was time to pull the trigger on some trades. So we've got a series of moves coming up here. Cole Hamels, Roman Quinn, and Aaron Brown for Shane Victorino and Eduardo Rodriguez. We're also going to trade Carlos Ruiz, Adam Morgan, and Miguel Gonzalez for Brian Johnson and Justin Masterson. Now Masterson and Shane Victorino, just salary fillers. Same thing with Joe Nathan. We're going to end up pulling off the Papelbon for Castellanos and Joe Nathan trade. So those are the first three moves we're going to make, and we're actually going to make one more, but first we have to wait a couple of weeks to let somebody get healthy, or trade target basically get healthy. So we're going to activate Cliff Lee in response to this move and see if we can build up his trade value before the deadline comes up or whatever. And we've got the MLB first-year player draft, so we got the number 8 pick, and I was basically considering 3 guys for this pick. 99 potential, David Downing, 18 years old, 42 overall, or we can go with Ramon Ferreira or Paul Jaronko, 2 lower potential guys, but probably going to contribute quicker than David Downing, but definitely don't have the ceiling of David Downing. But I decided, look, there's only 1 year where you're really going to be able to take a long-term project like that, so we took Downing. Next year we'll go after the more MLB-ready prospects, because obviously next year we're going to have, even less time to develop these guys before we end off this series, so I figured now was the year to go after David Downing, especially having the 8th pick. It's not too often you get to get a stud like that. So, simulate ahead here, and now here's the third trade we're going to do. Chase Utley, Edgar Duran, and Kelly Dugan for Garrett Jones, Aaron Judge, and Jacob Lindgren. So you pick up Judge and Lindgren are the 2 main pieces there, and then Jones, again, salary filler, and I ended up, because we had so many first basemen now with Ruff and Ryan Howard and Castellanos and Michael Franco, I just decided I would flip Garrett Jones for Ricky Romero just for the hell of it, and we even save a little bit of money. But now we're into the gameplay part of this episode, so we're taking on the New York Yankees. We've got Cliff Lee's 4th start, I want to say, since coming back off of the DL with that elbow injury. Now he was able to avoid a surgery yet again, and we're going to see if he stays healthy this time. And if he does stay healthy, hopefully we can flip him at the trade deadline for something half decent. But you can see Lee has not done so well so far. 4.81 ERA. Through 4 starts, and you can take a look at the lineup here for the Philadelphia Phillies. Shane Victorino getting some run in there down in the 8-hole, but we are in the top of the first here. Odubel Herrera leading things off, and he takes that low fastball to deep left center field, and that is going to one-hop up off the fence out there in the outfield. Herrera rounding second, heading for third, and he's in there safely with a leadoff triple to start things here in the top of the first. Next batter is Yulieski Agoriel, and this would just be the start of his day, as he's going to get a little sac fly here as he flies that to Chris Young in center, who does not even bother to try and throw out Herrera. And we get a 1-0 lead early on here. Now 2 batters later, Dom Brown up with the man on first. He hits that one deep left center field. That ball is back, and goodbye home run. A 2-run shot for Dominic Brown, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Phillies. Brown takes Ivan Nova yard. Now Ivan Nova, not one of the pitchers who pitched in that 09 World Series that these 2 teams faced off in, but clearly the Phillies look like they have his number early on, as he's only recorded 2 outs and allowed 3 runs. Cody Ashley up now. Ashley's going to bloop this one sort of down the left field line, but in Yankee Stadium, that means it's going to go pretty far, and it hits off the top of the wall. Brett Gardner smashes into the wall, which means Chris Young has to come all the way over and pick up the ball, and Ashley's going to get all the way into third with a 2-out triple. We'll take a look at a replay here. Brett Gardner just smashes into the wall. That looked like it hurt right at the 318 sign. Now Guillermo Heredia's up, 0-0 count. This is going to be blooped into right center field, and that will fall. And that's going to be picked up by Chris Young. Heredia's heading for second. The throw is, never mind, we're going to hold it first. So it's an RBI base hit. Now, after Heredia gets the second Shane Victorino up, he's going to ground this one softly to the shortstop, throw to first in time, and Ivan Nova is finally out of the inning, but the Phillies pick up 4 runs in the first, and we are on to the bottom half of the first inning. Take a look at the Yankees lineup right there, and I'm going to highlight Chase Utley hitting number 2 for this Yankees team, making his first appearance ever against the Philadelphia Phillies. 3-2 count. That's going to be hit into right field for a base hit, and Chase Utley will pick up his first hit against his former club. And with 1 out in the inning, he's going to get a chance to move ahead here, as the next batter is going to be Mark Teixeira with 2 outs, 0-2 count. And Teixeira is going to hit this one into deep left field, and that's misplayed by Cody Ashley, And the Cody Ashley left field experience continues there as he makes another misplay, and that's going to cost us another run. Utley's going to come all the way around from first, and it's an RBI double for Mark Teixeira, who cuts the the Phillies lead now down to 3. And take a look at the replay. Ashley just overruns the ball, doesn't even put his glove out, no idea what he's doing, looking like a clown out there. A-Rod up now, 2 outs. He's going to hit this one to center. Heredia on the run. He will make the catch, and that will end the inning and retire the side. So we're on to the top of the second here. Yulieski Gurriel already with his second AB with 2 outs in the inning. He hits that high fastball to deep right field. That ball's carrying, and thank you, Yankee Stadium. That is your typical Yankee Stadium home run right there. And that is Yulieski Gurriel's first career home run, and I swear I just struggle to pronounce that name every time you do. But there we go. Gurriel gets his first career Major League home run off of Ivan Nova, a little opposite field shot, a solo shot, and he makes it a 5-1 ball game. So now later in the inning here with Maikel Franco up, he would be the next batter, actually. Nova from the full windup, and Franco's going to hit this one to deep right field. That ball is back, and it's gone. Another home run, and this time it's Maikel Franco doing just as he did in real life against the Yankees this year, hitting bombs and taking names. As you can see, this one just gets over the fence. Again, another, a little bit of a Yankee Stadium home run right there. Not sure if that gets out into many other ballparks, but we will take it nonetheless. And then Cliff Lee starts to settle in a little bit here. Bottom 2 strikes out Brendan Ryan to get out of the inning. So now top 3, Nick Castellanos up to lead things off. 1-0 count. That's going to be hit back up the middle of the center field, and it's going to get past the diving Chris Young. Castellanos is going to run for a while. He's going to round first. Now he's rounding second, not the fleetest of foot, but he's going to get into third easily where he will hold. But it is a lead-off triple for Nick Castellanos. And take a look at the replay. Chris Young, another bad defensive play. We've seen a ton of bad defensive plays in this game so far, as Chris Young doing his pitcher no favors there. And that's going to do it for Nova. Joe Girardi is going to give him the hook. He would bring upon Red Sox legend Chris Capuano, who's actually got a respectable 2.16 ERA this year. But Jose Molina up with 2 men on, and Molina smashes one to deep left field. That is back and over Brett Gardner's head. With 2 men on, 2 men are going to score. Molina's into second, and it's a 2 RBI double. And yes, Jose Molina, the man we recently signed to replace Carlos Ruiz. Now, he's not a full-time replacement. Him and Hank Conger will split playing time, but we did sign him basically to replace Ruiz on the roster. And then Gurriel to deep left field. That is back and gone. Yulieski Gurriel with his second home run of the day. And it is an 11-1 lead. The Phillies have blown this one absolutely open, and Joe Girardi is disgusted with his ball club right now. 11-1 in the bottom of the third, and again, Cliff Lee started to dial in here as the game went on. He gets Chase Utley on the 2-seamer. We take a look at this replay, and Cliff Lee was pretty much classic Cliff Lee today. Got a big lead and then just started dotting the strike zone inside, outside. Cody Ashley up now top 4 with the man on second. That's a base hit up the middle, and that is going to score another run as this throw will be cut off, and Ashley's going to get gunned out at second because I thought that throw was going all the way through. But it's an RBI single nonetheless. Now bottom 4. Carlos Beltran up 0-2 count. Strike 3 on the circle change. No idea what Beltran was looking at there. But Jose Molina up again with a man on second. And Molina to deep left center field. This ball is back. And Jose Molina with a 2-run home run. How about that in his Phillies debut? Jose Molina, a man signed off the streets. He had no jobs, he had no teams with interest, and he hits a 2-run home run in his Phillies debut. How about that, folks? Welcome to the team. Molina might be playing full-time after today. Now Maikel Franco up. He's already got 1 home run today. This one's actually going to be a slow roller, but Gardner's throw home is not in time as it was way offline, and Odubel Herrera scores all the way from second. And then Franco gets into second himself. He will be credited with an RBI single, though. 15-1 now. Bottom 5, 0-2 count to Brendan Ryan. His second strikeout of the day. Cliff Lee continues to roll. Now still bottom 5, 0-1 count to Chase Utley with 2 men on. That ball's hit high and deep to right field. It's back and gone. A 3-run home run for Chase Utley. So not that the Yankees are really in this game or anything, but Utley still, taking it to his former team a little bit here. And a little bit of a revenge game, especially off of former teammate Cliff Lee. Now, Cliff Lee did pitch in that 09 World Series. It was pretty tricky to remember, but he was traded to the Phillies in 2009 and then ended up getting traded away to Seattle, I believe, before 2010, and then ended up signing with the Phillies before the 2011 season as a free agent. He's been there ever since. But Bottom 5 now still 0-2 counter by Gardner. That's sweeping curveball. Gardner could do absolutely nothing with. So to relieve Chris Capuano, Joe Girardi is going to bring in Nick Rumbelow, who's got a 3.38 ERA this year, and the Yankees would tack on one more. As you can see, it's 15-5 now, but I figured that run was kind of pointless to show you guys, although at this point, is any run really that meaningful? But Yulieski Gurriel's got his 4th RBI of the day. It's an RBI double. His hot day continues. He has had a breakout performance here tonight in Yankee Stadium. Now they're going to go with Chase and Shreve, and after a single would move Gurriel up to 3rd. We've got Dom Brown up against a lefty, and Brown's going to hit this one to center field. This ball not too deep, but plenty deep to get the run home. Chris Young settles under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from 3rd will tag. He will score, and it is a 17-5 ball game. 17 runs. Oh my goodness. Now Chase Headley up, 2-2 count. He goes down on the cutter. One away here in the 7th. Cliff Lee, despite giving up 5 earned runs, still working here. I just decided I wanted to get as many innings as I could out of him. And then Utley's going to ground into the 4-6-3 double play here to get us out of the 7th. And that would certainly help Cliff Lee's pitch count, as he is south of 100 pitchers entering the 8th. Now he's at 109, and 110 is going to be the strikeout of Alex Rodriguez that would end his day. 8 innings pitched. And we would go with Sean O'Sullivan for the 9th. Familiar mop-up duty man here in to get 3 more outs. And he would do just that, but a 1-2 counter. That's down the right field line for a base hit. Victorino over to play it. He's going to gun this one home, and the runner is safe at the plate. It looks like the throw was there in time, but I guess Molina didn't get the tag down. So now it's 17-6, but Utley is going to ground this one just in front of the home plate there, and Sean O'Sullivan will throw him out. And that will be your ball game. The Phillies win 17-6, a 17-run outburst. 23 runs scored total here in today's episode. And I think I showed 22 of them, so that was pretty incredible. This game took me a while to play. I don't think that's going to happen again, but if it does, I think I'm probably going to have to bump the hitting difficulty. So anyway, that's going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I'm out. Peace.